are doing amazing today. It is going to be a super duper fun Inspirator Life today because I have a lovely, lovely friend with me that I'm excited for you to meet. So before we get started, a few little bits of homework along the way. One, I will be switching this platform to be live, and I'm working out the kinks right now. Oh yay, Andi is popping on, so I'll have her pop on as I'm working out these kinks here. Just a second here. Come on, Andi. There we go. I've got some kinks right here because one, hi Andi, how are you? So I'm great. Just 1 minute, my dear, because I gotta do a little bit of homework right as we get beginning. So Erin Kreitz Shirey, Inspirator coach, personal trainer, and owner of Inspirator Coaching and Fitness. And I am so excited because right now we've got Andi Wickman who is joining us. But Andi, let me do this little bit of homework. One, guys, there were crazy storms outside last night, like massive, massive storm that brought down tons of tree branches. So any which way I am in my house, normally I film from right here, but the tree repair and all of the power lines are outside. The Idaho Power is fixing all these lines. So I apologize for the background noise. Hi, Dina. Hi, Amy. Hey, Debbie. How are you guys doing? So I apologize for that noise. There's no way around it. And I might have one kiddo popping in because it is our last. Oh my gosh, as of right now, I have one more day until I have a freshman in high school tomorrow. Holy smokes, saying that out loud is so crazy. So she might be popping through the door, but the littlest, her preschool was canceled because of this power, so Jack has got her out to play. So we have the house to ourselves for 45 minutes, Andi, I believe, but Mackenzie might pop up through the door. Anyhow, so that's one little bit of homework. Two, or not homework, but house cleaning. Two is be live. I am trying to switch this platform to be live for this Facebook Lives, but I'm having some technical difficulties with it. So my goal is by the next Inspirator Life next week, the Be Live platform will be set up so it can be side by side again. Because now that Facebook Live is doing these with the split screen like this, I don't know, Andi, about you, but I don't like this way as much as I liked it before when it was side by side. Right. It is kind of silly. I like to see everyone's full, beautiful face right alongside mine as we're talking. Totally. The tiny little one up there is like, no, I need you right beside me.
I want to be right beside you, girl.
Right? I know. I want you right beside me, too, and I love that we're both in blue today. So without further ado, we've got a fun Inspirator Life for you today. I am very excited to introduce you guys to my friend Andi Wickman, who is just an impactful and empowering coach. She is a business coach, and she has had many different trajectories in her career, even since I've known her. And that in itself, I find to be beautiful and wonderful because she steps in, she goals up, and she honestly goes with her heart and her passion along that journey. And that's something that not many people are willing to do, and Andi is always willing to do. So as you guys pop on, do me a favor, share this with your friends. I bet they'll get some element from this Inspirator Life today, and or give Andi a bunch of hearts and high fives because she is here joining today from Walnut Creek, California, which is right close to where I used to live, and I cannot wait to see her in actually a month and a half when I'm down there in person. Right, Andi?
It's been a while.
It has. Well, so Andi, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and share a little about yourself, and also what is one big dream that you are visualizing right now, that you're visioning right now for your own life?
Oh my God, that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna get some questions today. Be ready, my friend. Be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm going to start with that. My dream, and I told this to my husband a few weeks ago, is I want to go. I don't know how this is going to be possible with all the crazy stuff that's going on with my children, but I would like to go for 1 month every summer to either the south of France. I have to really visualize this, or Italy, or Spain, somewhere on the beach. And I just want to work with my clients on the phone, and my laptop. That sounds so ridiculous and cliche, the laptop lifestyle, but seriously, just for 1 month. Yeah, but we can talk about
we're going to
thing later because I get all fired up about these things. But That's what I want. So I want 1 month, just the beach, my family, whoever, any friends want to come, they could come. But I want 1 month at a beach somewhere other than here. Maybe San Diego, but that's not as fun.
It's not international.
It's not international, right? Okay, so that's my big goal, and I have no doubt that'll happen. I don't know what's going to happen with all this competitive soccer for my kids, but that's cool.
That's what they can play soccer. You know what, Andy? You can even find summer camps, a fun soccer summer camp in Italy or France. Jack played in France when growing up. We're looking at that for next summer for our own family. So you can find soccer everywhere, and they'll come back with more technical skills because we played international.
Exactly, right? I love it.
Always a spin. I will find that positive spin in a way to make anything happen like that, I promise.
Good. And yeah, so that's my big goal. And then about me, I mean, where do I start? I started my first business 9 years ago.
Oh no, you froze up. Are you there? Andy, you froze up. Can you guys see Andy, or is Andy frozen up for you, or is she just frozen up for me? But she is frozen right now. Andy, are you there? She will have to log right back in. So for those of you that are on right now, because I see there's more people on, Andy will have to pop right back in. Something happened with her connection right there. I don't know what that was, but what a great dream that is to live a month. We'll be talking about this in just a minute, but to live that laptop life. And I tell you, that is my own husband and I, that is something that we have created for ourselves. He's a recruiter and he can live from anywhere. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Oh no, bring you back. So Andy, add yourself back in, just add yourself back in and I will bring you right back. It should be able to do so. It doesn't say add on your side right now. Oh, Facebook world, why are you doing this to me right now? This is not what I need. I have one kid out of preschool and the other ones. Let's see, here we go. And approve. Let's have this magic happen again because Andy is magical and you have one. There she is.
Sorry.
That's okay. I don't know what happened, but you're here again right now. So we're just going to keep you on. Juju, work with us, okay? We need positive juju work with us.
Yes.
So for yourself, so 9 years ago you started your first business.
9 years ago I started my first business. I did a olive oil brokerage company. So I know, super random, but I had gone to Italy a few times and I brought back all this olive oil and I wanted to, like, there was a feeling that I got when I was using the olive oil at home, and it was kind of this gourmet, lifestyle thing. It felt gourmet to me. And so anyways, what I ended up doing is importing all this olive oil from Greece, Italy, France, and then selling it.
Wow.
It was fun. Yeah.
So how long did you do that for before you started your next business?
Well, I did that for about a year, and then I had my son, and I didn't know what I was doing with him. So I'm like, can I do all this stuff? And then I kind of I pushed it down saying that I was going to get back to it. And then I just became, a mom. And then I started off, so I was doing that, and I finally got the hang of being a mom to a little baby. And then I became a life coach. And then I started life coaching, and I loved life coaching. And then what ended up happening is I was coaching all these moms out here in the Bay Area. And there were a handful of them who actually started their own businesses. And I'm like, well, actually, I started a business. I can help you do this. And then I started helping them, still under the life coaching bucket. But then I was like, this is really fun. I really like this.
Hey, Dina.
So then I started doing, more business coaching. And then I started another business in there for, my husband has a big beard. And he came home and, he has all these products. I'm like, these are awful. And he joked with me. He's like, just make your own. I'm like, oh, actually, challenge accepted. So now I have, beard.
That's how that started?
That's
because
how it started.
I loved watching the progression of that business evolve. But I didn't know it was just him saying to you, come up with a better product. By the way, Dana just popped on as well. And I hope that you guys are connected too, because you are going to love Dana if you don't already know her. She is amazing. And she is a phenomenal entrepreneur herself. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
But Andy, I didn't know that was how. So share what this business is though, because it has grown quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's great. So it's a e-commerce style business. So I have beard balm and oil. So I sell that, and it's fantastic. It's totally grown. And the beauty of that is it taught me, and I don't know how long I'm going to keep going with that business, but it's taught me so many things about how to run a business in a different way. So like I bring all this stuff to my business coaching clients. So I had to learn how to sell a product, a physical product that nobody smelled, nobody could touch, how to, sell that online, which is really hard. So
that is really hard.
Really hard. So I had to master Facebook ads. I had to master copywriting. So, and funnels and all of these things that I wasn't using too much in my business for my, my coaching, because I didn't really have to, but I had to do that. I had to learn how to do Facebook ads. So it was a very steep learning curve. It was very hard. I wasted a lot of money, but as with anything, you have to just test and test and test. So that's what I did. And then, and then that evolved to people asking me how to do ads and me kind of having a small ad agency. So that's where I'm at now. I have a lot of moving pieces, but ultimately, like my love is one-on-one coaching. I love it.
It's so because you can dig right in and you can dig in and goal up together and be along that journey with them so specifically. Yep. There's nothing more beautiful than that, to where you have, I was actually talking with my client earlier today who just said yes to buying her dream car. Yes. And she's done so. Her business has grown exponentially, and we've only been working together for a few months. And it's really interesting because we've done so. Her business has grown so much, but without her sacrificing her health, her fitness, her wellness. If anything, she's digging in so much deeper. She's been working with me, and our nutrition has stepped up to give her more energy to do what she wants to do, right? And then she's saying yes to these bigger work goals, but now she's saying yes to this big vision of, wait, I am deserving of having this amazing dream car I'd only thought of, and now I'm going to make it happen. And in the next 2 weeks, she's buying it. And it's so exciting because it's saying yes to that life that you want versus putting that off. But being part of this journey of watching this happen,
right,
has been so amazing. It's just been so beautiful to see this shift in mindset and how that has transferred to her team, to everyone she loves, to just all of that across the board, without her sacrificing herself, right? Because I do fitness and empowerment coaching, Inspirator coaching, right? Hence Inspirator Coaching and Fitness. But so on that note, so Andy, you know what is have to be willing to say yes. Totally, Debbie, you're spot on with that. You have to be willing to say yes. So Andy, what's fun is that you're willing to say yes. You're willing to jump in actually and take risks where many other people are fearful of taking risks. And you're in the Bay Area, which is a very competitive job market, full of entrepreneurs, yes, but it's also full of a lot of people that work for some very big companies that got the initial CEOs that said a huge yes, such as, the Steve Jobs, with Apple, and they've got Facebook and Mark right there, and then you've got, Google. All these different big companies where people are making tons of money, but they're working for somebody else. And it's scary to kind of leave a position like that saying go into doing your own, and yet you've been in your own this whole time. Yeah. And trying new pathways along and just learning as you go. So at Cal Poly, where I went to school, it was learn by doing, and you've been an expert with learn by doing, which in many ways you have to be when you're an entrepreneur. Well, as a mom, you have to. But then blend and be an entrepreneur, right? You just gotta learn by doing the whole time, right?
Yeah. No, I grew up with entrepreneur parents, so I think that. I remember my dad started his business when I was really young, and I remember he was never home. And I was like that, and that was always in my head. And, once he got established, he was actually able to, delegate more and be home more. So that was good. But yeah, and my mom had some franchises that she ran, and, and also I come from immigrant grandparents. So they came and they had nothing. So it was, I don't know if all these things kind of stacked up. I don't know what it is about me and failure, because, I think when we take these risks, we have to be willing and not comfortable, because you obviously don't want to expect to fail, but you have to be willing to. And I think that, like, you know, this whole like fail forward thing, I kind of hate saying that, but it's that thing, like we all fail. And the question really is, how big do you want to go in your life? Like, what is it that motivates you? What do you want to see yourself doing? What are you always talk about your goal up. Like, it's totally right? Like, what is that thing? And we see this every day. And I think this is what motivates me so much, is that we see people just complain every day. I'm so miserable in this job, you know, and I was that.
And they won't make a change.
Right.
And they complain, make a change. And it's like, and it breaks your heart, because you're going, just make a change. If you're so miserable, then change, make a little bit of a change, because if not, then you're going to stay in that stuck spot. Yeah. And I don't feel so bad for you as much. I feel bad that you're not able to live your dream life.
Right.
But if you're not willing to take that risk to change a little bit, you're always going to be stuck there.
Yeah. And the thing is, they're comfortable in that. And, you know, and the majority, like, you look around you, you see these people, they're comfortable. And, you know, we were all like this at some point, but we're comfortable in the chaos. Sometimes we're comfortable in the misery, because that's what we know. And we don't know what it's going to be like if we're there, you know, and this fear of success is real also. You know, you can be successful, but then what? You have to manage budget, which God knows I hate. You need to manage people. You need to manage, like, you need to be visible online. You need to put yourself out there to haters. I mean, I got my first hater the other day.
Did you see that? Let's tap into that for a second, because so here's a few different things that you just brought up right now, which one of course, what I say is turn your fears into fuel, and you turn your fear into fuel to be your energy of, I'm more fearful of what I am missing out on doing, what I'm capable of doing and not accomplishing, than I am of, say, trying something and failing. Does that make sense? Like, I'm more fearful of not using up all my potential. Right? Yeah. And so, and it's really interesting, because with that notion, and we'll get into your piece with your first hater, let's say. Hater's gonna hate, their issue, not yours. But I found something that's kind of funny, ironic, timing wise, to where we don't realize our own potential until we take risks and we take these leaps. And right now I'm training for, you know, another half Ironman. And I say another, but the first one I realized, like, I haven't done actually a half Ironman for 20 years. And it didn't even hit me, because I'm just like, oh, I'll do it. Oh, when I decided not to do the full Ironman, which I was signed up for this year because of logistics, it's just going to be too much with my left knee. And it's about to the half. I'm like, oh, but I'm only doing a half. And then Jackson was like, Erin, but you're doing a half Ironman. That's a long distance. I'm like, yeah, but I've done it before. Then I realized, it's like, I haven't done one for 20 years. Wait a second, holy smokes, I haven't done one for 20 years, which is a lot different. And I can do an Olympic distance in my sleep, but it was just like, oh my gosh. And what's interesting is my mom had just sent me this photo book. There's a divine intervention of timing. And in the photo book, and it was one that I had in college, I didn't even know, she just sent it back with me. I just opened it up this morning with the girls, getting girls, I bet I'm gonna have some funny pictures here for you. And there are some funny ones with some nice bangs and, you know, a nice little haircut. But there were some of my first, I was on Cal Poly's triathlon team, and there were these awards now that I forgot that I had even won, right? Like, for races, like, oh, first place, this, that, the other. I was like, I had forgotten. I was like, oh, that was the team one. And there was the newspaper clipping to go with it, Andy. And in it had Erin Kreitz, first email. I totally forgot all about that. And it was divine intervention of timing of, wait, the reminders that you have it in you all along. You just have to sometimes revert back and go, wait, I've got it in me. Yep, that person, that power, that inspiration, that motivation, that, for me, athlete, is there, but is coming out to play again in a bigger way.
Yes.
And don't worry about it. Don't be fearful. Just dig in and goal up, right? And so it was such perfect timing, which always happens. I find that the timing of it is also beautiful. So even for yourself, with creating that company for your husband with his beard, those products, you have the background from the oils that you were selling before, to where you knew how to do that. And then it gave you the opportunity to have another skill set to share with your entrepreneurs of the ads, how to take a brand. I never even thought about it like that, to where you had said the tactile component of smelling and touching and feeling, but selling it, to men, why do they want that product? But your marketing campaign with it, I thought was so clever with the photo shoots that you had done. It made me giggle so big. I thought the entire time that it was your husband and a bunch of his friends that had created this product, and you were just helping them out.
I
know. Until you said that right now, that was how it all started.
Yeah.
No,
and I think you made a really good point. Like, it is inside of us. And if we are actually trusting ourselves, trusting the universe, I mean, I have a little woo in me, not a lot, but I have some woo in me because I really believe that if you could fully trust that things are going to happen for you. And again, it can't just be on trust. You can't just manifest things in your life. In my opinion, you have to manifest it with a shit ton of action. But I think that if you could just, feel into something and not be in your head too much. Because if I would have thought about it, and with any business, with what I'm doing now,
you do it.
Right? Okay, I want to go live. Do I have to, if I wrote a script for me going live, I would never go live.
No.
Or just get visible or anything in life. It's like if we could just get in the cycle of self-doubt over and over again. And so I really believe that sometimes you just have to shoot and then aim later. I mean, you have to know where somewhat of your target is. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. You don't have to get out of it. Right. You just need to get out of your own way and do that thing that feels right for you.
As you're saying, that's making me think of this. I always do cannonballs to the kids at the pool, right? To where it's just go for a cannonball. Look both ways. No people, no fish is our joke. Right. When you in a swimming pool, I say look both ways, no fish. It's like you're crossing the street, right? Make sure you don't jump on somebody's head. But cannonballs, I'm always with the kids in the water, especially in California, even more so than up here. But to where I'm being a swimmer my whole life, to where my kids are mermaids, right? They still have to learn how to swim. Of course, none of them are doing swim team. Crossing my fingers that Finley will, but at least I get one of them. But anyhow, it's a day before Finley's about to be born. It's a picture of Mackenzie, Emerson, and myself with this big belly and my two-piece, right? And we're doing cannonballs into the pool. It's a side profile, but how you have to jump and know that you're going to be okay. I had a woman in that who yelled, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, I'm fine. Because I was, literally, was all belly, about to have the baby the next day, and a C-section. So I knew it was my third C-section. That was me the next day. Right. But anyhow, to get with it, to where she's like so fearful, and I'm like, I'm fine. I jump and I know I'm going to be okay. Yeah. And if not, I'll figure it out, But as you said that vision just came into my head. And this picture is such a fun picture. And so for yourself, when it comes to, let's go to your first hater. There's going to be haters out there along the way, but it means that you are empowering and you're impacting somebody. If you put yourself out there, you're going to have somebody that is going to go against you because of the fact that you are triggering them in some way. Right. One. Or two, that maybe you're doing something they wish that they could do, but they're fearful of themselves and they're nervous about that. Or three, they just are not your tribe. And that's fine, because not everybody is for everybody. And that's why there's a billion people in this world. And you know that your tribe is out there. But what was that for you to have that happen?
It was kind of funny. The first reaction I had was F this B word. And then it surprised me how fast that went away in my head. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm doing something right. Maybe I finally hit the level I want to be at, that I'm, across the board, I'm not attracting, but I'm in front of people that don't like me. And part of it also is that, I teach a lot about attraction marketing. I teach a lot about marketing, but one of the things that I love to do is attraction marketing. So actually being super visible, and then being consistently visible and sharing your message, right? So when you do that, you have to do that everywhere, right? You have to be polarizing.
Buggers. Just 1 second. Hold that thought. Be polarizing, because I thought my husband left the door unlocked, and it's not. Oh my God, I'm so weird.
Go. I'm gonna drink water. Okay, well, Erin's gone. Who is on here, you guys? Will you say hi and tell me where you're from? I'm talking to everybody. I want to know where they're from. And what
yes, I know. Adam, where are you guys from?
Yeah.
And also, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do, you guys? Where are you from? And what is one goal? What's one vision, dream that you have? Andi wants to go to the beach in France or Spain. Did you say Spain too, right?
I did.
Or Italy?
Both.
Okay.
I decided.
All. She just wants to go there.
I just want to go to Europe on a beach.
Yeah. Anywhere on the beach with her laptop so she can work with people abroad. Andi, you can do that right now. Like, you've got the ability to do that right now. That is how Jack and I travel and how we live, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And so you've got that. It's a matter of going, oh my gosh, putting the container around it and making it happen.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it's happening.
It is happening.
Okay, so for the polarizing.
Yes.
So, but before I go there, I want to, like, the visibility piece is, you know, something that I'm super passionate about teaching, because I really believe that you need to be the CEO of your brand, right? Like, there's so many ways to do that. We can talk about that later, but like really being the CEO of your brand and being out there, like having a clear message. And a lot of struggles that I've had since I've had so many, Alicia, what's up, girl? So many different, you know, avenues of my business. It's been hard to be really clear. But once you could get clear and root into your message and with like total clarity, and then you get it out there in the world, that's when you're going to be polarizing. You can't, you're not going to always attract, like you said, there's so many people out there. You can't bring in all of them. So being polarizing and being who you are and being completely authentic in who you are, you're going to push people away, and that's okay.
Yes.
You know, but that takes a level of confidence in your mission, in your message, and in yourself. And if I didn't have that confidence, I would have stuck with that F you mentality and then just was pissed off all day and felt horrible about myself. And maybe a year ago I would have, you know, and it's hard.
Well, that's what happened a year ago might happen now, right?
Yeah.
Because if it were to have happened a year ago, it could have affected your entire business and what you would want to do afterwards.
Right. I would have been scared. I would have been like, oh my God, no one's going to like me. And then kind of like curled up. But then I'm doing a disservice to myself. I'm doing a disservice to my audience, to the world. Like, I have something important to say. And, you know, some people aren't going to like it. And I'm fine. I can't have we as, you know, business owners would be flooded and would not be able to handle it. And, you know, that goes to like, you have to be clear on who you want to work with. Right. And that girl clearly was not somebody I wanted to work with anyways, but it's hard. It's
hard in some ways, but it's interesting because like with the Facebook Live and putting yourself out there. So I always think I'm so grateful for the fact, I almost say childhood theater, having done kids theater, and having been on TV actually, and just jumping into business, because I jumped into business with both feet when I first had Mackenzie. I never looked back since I've owned my own business for 14 years. And from that, I just kept saying yes and going up with it, quite honestly. And so I learned through those peaks and valleys, right? But I also learned creating boundaries even more, learned to put myself out there in a bigger way, and learn where my tribe is and where I want to go versus saying yes to everything.
Yes.
And which I say yes to everything because feeling that I had to do that in order to grow the business. And that being said, I feel so grateful though for the steps of being in fitness TV and being on a TV show that was nationally syndicated, because that piece added me such comfort. Like, I'll pop on Facebook Live, somebody's not going to like me, and that's fine. That's their, not mine, right? And there's a phrase with this that my brother came up with a long time ago, which I love, and it's great for entrepreneurs to have. It's great for just anybody in general to have at any time of the day, but is YP, not MP. Your problem, not my problem. So what's so great about that is the fact that somebody could have an issue with you. You're like, that's your problem, not mine. I like who I am. I'm happy who I am. I'm excited on this journey. I am so thrilled to be able to, you know, put this out there and share tips with the world and all of that. But YP, not MP. And it puts the best spin on everything. It sounds a little bit sharp, right, when you first say it. The flip side is, hey, you know what? It works for me and I feel good about it.
Right.
Don't worry about it. It's not your problem.
And And you're not hurting anybody.
No.
You know? Like, it does. I think that that's such a great term, because I really think that confidence is that other, right? Like, it not only protects you from dealing with all those people, but it like draws people in. Confidence makes you a good leader.
Yes. Yeah. It really does. And it's just, and loving the authentic you, which is what you brought up, you know, which you said, to where loving you, and the more that you dig in and say, peel the layers of the onion. I always think of Shrek like that, right? To where Shrek, I've got so many layers, all the onions, but or an onion has layers, something like that. But so to where we all have got so many layers, and the more that you grow, though, the more layers that you're going to dig into that could possibly like hold you back a little bit. Then you dig in, you're like, oh no, I'm exploding forward. I'm going to start flying forward again.
Yep.
So in the flying forward part, I want to dig into your fitness, because of course for me, an Inspirator, as you guys know, is an inspiration motivator in one. My middle daughter Emerson came up with that when I was pregnant with Finlay, and I transitioned my entire business though to Inspirator Coaching and Fitness. And similar to you, I have worked with so many entrepreneurs ever since I was part of a franchise and the corporate team with the franchise, and I worked with all these entrepreneurs. But a big piece that even in the fitness industry, because they all had fitness businesses, that sometimes they would put to the side, they would train everybody else, right? They'd be teaching everybody else, but then when it came to their own fitness, they'd be so depleted and not have time for it. Yep. So a big part of what I love so much, what you've been sharing with your tribe, and of course I share all the time because of the fitness side, is you've made fitness such a priority again this last year with your early morning boot camp with that group that you meet with.
Yeah.
But you haven't done so without sacrificing your life too, to where you have a fun time and you enjoy time with your friends and you're not all or nothing. And I love it so much, because that's what life is for living. And so for your fitness side, what was your biggest goal with fitness this last year? And what's your biggest goal with your own fitness, your own fitness progression, say, for this next year?
My goal was to feel better and feel stronger. So it would be great if I had a six pack and, like all the stay-at-home moms in my city, in my town. But that's not my big thing. Like, I don't need that. My goal was to get my energy back and to feel strong. And so going forward, I think I just want to continue that. Like, I just want to, so in addition to my boot camp stuff, I'm now doing bar method. So I like mixing up my stuff, and I like the community of working out. I can't go by myself to the gym. Like, I'll just be on the treadmill walking and watching a show, which is still something, but like, I want to challenge myself, and I could challenge myself in a group environment a lot better. But I love, so for me, it's the challenge in the morning. Like, I always have to work out in the morning, and it literally sets the tone for my day. I feel stronger. I feel like, if I could do, like, bar method, you have to do like 5 exercises for like 8 minutes. It's ridiculous. And they say, only 40 more seconds to go. And you're like, what? But it's this mental thing that I have to do in my business. But I need to also do it for myself. Like, I need to push myself and challenge myself in my physical body and in my mind. And if I could do that, I feel like it transfers into every other part of my life.
You're speaking to my tribe right now, Andi.
Oh, I know it. But seriously,
you know it.
It's power.
It's huge. It's massive. And that's what people don't realize. What's so interesting is they put fitness aside, but when they bring it back in again, holy smokes, their business is better. Their relationships are better. What they do, what they realize they are capable of doing, blows up across the board.
Totally. It's literally amazing. And how it's shifted my business and granted, there are times when I'm up at 5:30 that I have to nap during the day. Luckily, I have a business that allows me to take a 20-minute power nap. But it's, back to the confidence thing. It is a huge, huge piece of my confidence and how I got to be, as confident as I am, because I feel good. I feel good. I look good, like.
There you go. And this six pack, though, quite honestly, when people focus on the six pack versus focusing on the other elements of what fitness provides to their life, that's where they lose out, quite honestly. The aesthetic piece comes with it. It's a beautiful byproduct, quite honestly, of working out all the time. But when you just focus on the aesthetic piece versus what it does for your body, what it does for your mind, what it does for your spirit, what it does for your family, what it does for your, honestly, for your travel too. Like when you, this dream of going to, that will be happening, you being at the beach for a month, but it means you could be at the beach and you could be swimming every day and going hiking every day and working out on the beach and having a fun time with your kids with tons of energy that if you didn't exercise, you wouldn't have.
Right. I'm 100%.
You need to come to Hawaii with us. You need to come to the Hawaii retreat, man.
I know, girl.
Fun.
I'm working on it.
I know. So for you, I have a question for you. What are 3 goals that you have for your own business to happen this next year?
So one of the big one is that I am going to do a business like boot camp style 8-week course, which I've never done. Okay. I've done like a 4-week one. But this one I'm so excited about. So I just recorded yesterday a masterclass on it. So I'm excited. So that's one huge goal is to get that into the world, and because I feel like I could impact more people in a group setting, and I like group settings, so I'm going to do that. And then I want to do more international. And then speaking.
What would you like to speak on and about? Because I met you via speaking. You know, we met 2 years ago. So for the beginning, we met 2 years ago in May in San Francisco at an event that was actually all entrepreneurs that were there speaking and sharing their story. And so, and their magic, quite honestly. So what for you would you want to speak on?
I want to speak on how to get people to move and to hold themselves accountable and how to level up. And I have to like really think about it more, but like, I believe that we have this innate ability to get better every day, whether that's through fitness, whether that's through, movement or inner work, outer work, business. I don't know yet, but like, we have this ability every day to get better and better. And the people that I'm attracted to are those people that want to level up and want to get out of this cage that they're in, whatever that cage is. It could be corporate, it could be a really bad relationship, whatever that is. But I love working with people and getting them to move, to take small steps and to see their potential and like know that you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be in this like, spiral. So there's something so empowering about that, and to empower and inspire people to move, to do something.
Take action.
Take action, man.
Yeah.
Because
I love it.
That's the thing. Like I can't one of the things that polarizes me, makes me different than other people is I'm pretty open about how I can't stand certain things. I can't stand stagnation. I cannot. I'm cool with people who have routines, and me, I obviously have to have routines, but life is so short. It is so short. It's going to go by like that. And most of us have already had a lot of life go by already. We don't know what we have left. And I don't want to see any of my people sitting on their deathbed saying, I really wish I would have started that business that I had like 20 business plans on. I wish I would have told that person I love them. I wish I would have done, something. We're all going to have regrets, but like, no.
Own your time right now. It's so interesting you say that, because I was actually going to ask you about your mom, because you've been open about your mom. And for myself, what transformed my whole business was almost losing all my daughters, quite honestly. And so Mackenzie and Emerson especially, and Finley's had medical stuff this whole time, which we want her to be like the boring kid. Everyone's like, oh, you want a boy? We're like, no, we just want a healthy kid. but yeah. And of course, for 9 months on, all this medical stuff. But anyhow, we feel very fortunate that we've got this second lease in life with them. And I say that with such love because we were told by the doctors, with Mackenzie and Emerson especially, 1% chance they're going to make it. Well, they're the 1%, and there's a reason for that, right? And so it changed my entire focus. It changed how we live. It's changed.
Yeah.
I put the phrase dream life into every ounce of my business. It shifted from just fitness to fitness and Inspirator coaching because of getting people to live their dream life right now and feeling strong on that journey to make it happen, right? To being empowered up along the way.
Yeah.
For you, you've had a lot of living yourself with your mom, and you've talked about her and her journey, and I look at how you live life, and I think that's why we're so attracted to each other, just because we live and do some things that are scary but jump in, but also by lessons learned through loved ones. And so how did your mom having cancer, how does that affected you and what you do right now, what you just shared though about, you know, trying new things and saying you love it, you know, you love people who you love, and doing the big action items?
She has 3 to 6 months to live, and we're like, what? Like, out of nowhere, right? So we all got together as a family in San Diego at this beach house, and was like, all right, maybe this is the last time we're all going to be together. And it was kind of like nobody believed it, but you know what it's like when somebody's sick in your family. You don't know what to believe. It's completely out of your control. You have no idea, but none of us felt it, right? So thank God, and knock on everything, she got a different doctor. And this doctor changed everything. Granted, she still has stage 4 cancer that's in her bones. That's not ever going to go away. But watching how it shifted our family and watching how it shifted her, the shift in her has been incredible. It's like, and then, you know, at the end of the day, we all know we're going to die, right? She might die sooner than the rest of us, but she is still living her life. Like, she's still doing the things she wants to do. They just went to Alaska, and she's hiking on glaciers and taking, you know, seaplane rides, which is crazy to me, especially because she's afraid of like little planes. But it's like, you have this one life, right? So it inspires me to go take those changes and go make those changes in my life. And, you know, if I could back up a little bit on maybe as I'm talking, I'm thinking more about why I'm who I am and why I do the things I do. Is I grew up with grandparents who were in the Holocaust and in World War II, and they lost their families. And so, you know, they came to New York and they were like, all right, let's live our life. Granted, they weren't very happy people. I mean, they were happy with their grandkids, but they have had a hard life. But for me, it was always kind of like this gift. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, they should have been dead. So I learned this thing, and, you know, in my culture and in our tradition, it's like, you're lucky to be here, kind of pounded in your head as a kid. And you're like, all right, I don't know. But then it like hit me. It's like, we are all lucky to be here. And, you know, who knows what's next for us after this life, but like, it's beautiful. And we have such amazing souls that we could connect with, and so much beauty we could, you know, do in the world, and so many opportunities, you know, like with our phones, we could start a business. Like, isn't that crazy?
It's nuts. It's fun. Okay, so it's funny you say that, because I wrote down actually a quote from Steve Jobs last night that I was going to read because it works right close to us. But you know, as you just said, that it is to where what are we doing this on right now? We're on my iPhone, right? And again, I will be on my computer next week with the Be Live. It will be set up, but go back to normal side by side. But with that, though, to get into is to living, you know, and to where it's such a gift to do these amazing, beautiful things and to take the risk to do them.
Yeah.
We've got a family cousin right now who is battling cancer, and she was given 4 months to live. And she's 15 years old, so she was given 4 months to live.
She's 15 years old?
Yeah, it's her second round with osteosarcoma, and she's been the journey that she's been on has been the most beautiful journey to watch, because the fact that they had this huge party and Jack was able to go, it's his cousin's daughter. We weren't all able to go as a family. It was really fast. It was planned really fast, rightly so. It was a big, beautiful party, and her family got to go travel and do these amazing experiences. She met the Pope. The Pope blessed her. Her aunt with Abby Wambach, and she's a huge soccer player, so I got to go hang out with Abby Wambach for a bit. And she got to travel, though, to all these places with her sisters, to living life right, you know, living out these beautiful dreams. And now they're back home and the art of living. And it's interesting because her living so beautifully has taught other people again in another way to live so beautifully. And Maya Emerson just did this book. They do A to Z books at school and picked 26 different things. So of course people picked sports, picked this, picked that, and she picked Amazing Woman. So, you got Queen Elizabeth, there's Harriet Tubman, but then for K, and it goes through the alphabet, for K, she picked Kelly Brodnick, which is our cousin. I'm going to tear up by saying that. Oh my God. And what she wrote about her, and it's just from a second cousin, it's Jack's cousin's daughter, is so beautiful and lovely that it has Emerson going, Mom, I want to live like Kelly in another way too. And that part of it was like fun and doing these big, rich experiences because it is such a gift. And so on that, I did tear up. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting to go there, but holy smokes, I can't help but naturally. This is really interesting. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. And Steve Jobs said that. And I can't help but love that. And I wrote that down last night. Not like it hit me about talking about us, and I wrote it down right at 11:11, which is a great wishing spot. And it was 11:11, and I just read that quote. I said, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing!" Another reason to take risks and to go out there because it's helping change the world in a positive way.
Yeah.
So on that, I apologize. I have a question for you. An inspirator is an inspiration, motivator, and one. And we all have got different inspirators in various facets of our life, right? Oops, Daisy, the phone just tilted down. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness gracious. It is all falling all over. Holy smokes. Goodness gracious. But an inspiration is an inspirator is an inspiration and motivator in one. We all have different inspirators in our life in various facets. But who would be 3 inspirators for you? One in family, one in business, and one in fitness.
Jesus. Okay, well, my mom, watching her, the strength that you need to have in business, my first, I'm really digging on Gary Vee. I think the one thing about him is, it's not rocket science that he's talking about. It's consistency over and over and over again. It is the same message, and it's fascinating to me because that's all it is. You have one message, and he just plasters it everywhere. And it's, the way he produces content is amazing, and I definitely want to model after him. And then fitness, oh my god, he's the really hot guy. Oh my god, he did Insanity videos.
Oh, Shaun T.
Love Shaun.
He's awesome.
And I'll tell you why.
He and his husband just had 2 little babies
I know,
too.
I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with him. Because he, like you are, motivate. It's not just here, do this move, right? It's like there's so much more to fitness, and I think that's why you are also one of the people that I admire, because you meld these 2 worlds so beautifully that,
thank you.
No, seriously, it's because it's not just do 10 push-ups, eat, this diet. It's not that. There's so much more to it, and you guys both do that so well, and I would say that both your personalities come through, and I think that's the beautiful other piece of this. And any motivator, I need to like you. If I don't like you, I'm not going to listen to you, right? So, yeah.
Okay, you just compared me with, you had me in the same sentence with Shaun T, so I'll take that and I'll run with it. Because I love Shaun T. He's so much fun. And he is on my bucket list to meet and just hang out with, because we're just going to go and have coffee. So it's kind of fun that you put. I'll invite you, yeah. We'll go here. Actually, we'll be in Italy when we're on our laptops next summer. You see, for me, it's France, because I found out with Ironman, not with half Ironman, but Worlds are in France next year. So when Emerson, I found that out and I shared it with my family. And so Emerson said, "Ma, you got to qualify so we can go to France next year." Okay, no pressure. Okay.
You got to qualify, Mom. Start working.
I know. So Coeur d'Alene Half Ironman is for the base training. Santa Cruz is for more speed. And Indian Wells will be like to really push it to see if I can get to Worlds in France, where we will be on our laptops for a while, working and enjoying a month of vacation with our families. How does that sound?
I'm there.
And we'll invite Sean T with his family to hang out with us too, because who doesn't want to hang out with Andy and Erin in France with their families and all those kids and having a fun time?
I know. We'll have a nanny.
I've got a 14-year-old who will be 15 this summer. We have the joys of having kids before many of our friends. We have a babysitter all the time now. So anyhow.
Smart.
But on that note, Andy, thank you so much for spending time today. I appreciate it. You just make me smile and make me laugh. And I love that you're such a goal-getter and constantly evolving and growing and taking leaps and risks and turning that fear into fuel and really inspiring your tribe along the way. So you're going to get more haters because you're putting yourself out there. That means that you're doing something.
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. For Andy, for how to reach you, how can people reach you?
I'll put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Yep.
Fantastic. And for those of you popping on also, you guys, the Inspirator retreat, the next Hawaii retreat, it is not for another few more months, not until September 27th to the 30th. And guess what? It is, I had another person sign up last night, guys. It is literally almost sold out. So if you're interested in going to Hawaii for the Inspirator retreat, you want to register your Tushy with this early bird savings, which I'm not even gonna have to go to regular pricing because the early bird savings, it is almost filled up. When it fills up, it is filled up. I'll put the link down below because you want to join. Today's the last day of the month of May. Give this gift to yourself to be in Hawaii September with myself and a tribe of amazing Inspirator women for fitness, empowerment, fun, and honestly swimming with dolphins and boot camp underneath palm trees and yoga underneath the Hawaiian moon at night. So
awesome.
I know, right? Okay, guys, have a great one. Remember, you're an Inspirator. Bye, Andy. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.